Hi guys, I'm talking to you today about what a review paper is. I think it's really important to know what your goal is writing this paper before you start. And it's not an essay, it's not a term paper, it's more than that. I want this paper to represent a contribution to the discipline as best as you can. Well, what's a discipline? What's your discipline? Well, it depends on what question you picked. From an example I used on your course description, the dog eating grass, it's dog behavior or more generally animal behavior. But what I want you to do, and why I was so adamant that you pick a specific question, is a review paper should absolutely describe everything we know about a certain question or a certain topic, but it's filling a gap in the knowledge. It's just not saying everything we know. It's putting in context of what don't we know, or where's the hole, or what's unknown. So I want you to find the gap in the literature, and I want you to fill that gap with this review paper. There might not be an answer to your question out there. I don't know. And even if there isn't, your job is to survey what's out there, to explain what's needed to move forward in order to answer this question in the future. Or maybe there is an answer out there, but it's hard to find, and you have to pull it together from all sorts of various sources. Or maybe the answer, everyone thought there was an answer out there, but by your readings, you discovered, oh my goodness, this isn't good evidence. Look at all the holes in this evidence. This is what we need to do next. So I want you to think deeply about what you're reading. I want you to think deeply about your question, and I want you to see if the literature supports or doesn't support your question. And if it does, if it doesn't, that will determine what your paper looks like. So what is your job? Your job is to ask a good question, number one. And by doing that, I mean, you're defining the gap in our knowledge. Then you have to give us enough background information to understand the problem. Not too much. You have to tailor the background information you give us to match your question. Don't give us more than we need to understand your question, because you don't have room, and it's just not good writing otherwise. Then you have to logically explain what you think is a way forward, either by presenting the evidence in a really clear, easy to understand way, or by suggesting ways that we might go about creating this knowledge through experiments, through surveys, or whatever it is. So I hope that this helps tell you a little bit about what I'm expecting from a review paper, which is a lot. But I want you to approach it from a place of inquiry. Okay, I hope that makes sense, and